Bon, c'est une foule attentive ce matin. Bonjour, mon nom est Jean-Marc Mangin, je suis le directeur général de la Fédération des sciences humaines. Il me fait grand plaisir de vous accueillir ici ce matin. A few housekeeping details before we get started. Of course, the Wi-Fi is available, but you need to get a code at reception if you didn't get one, so we can sneak in and get a code. And we're going to go between French and English all day long. So for those of you who really struggle with the other official language, we do have a service to dial in and to get translation through your phone. And if you don't have an earphone, we have some at the reception as well. And there's a code at the bottom of the agenda and the phone number to dial to get translation throughout the day. At lunchtime, we do have to deal with the official business of the Federation and the official AGM. So for those of you who are representatives of the General Assembly, you're wearing orange and green badges, in case you don't know. You're invited to come at lunch in this room, and we'll go through the official business of the Federation for about an hour. Et je vous encourage d'aller sur le tweet toute la journée sous le thème de transformation. Et d'avoir un dialogue ici dans la salle, mais également avec vos collègues et un peu partout au pays. Et la conférence est disponible live en ligne en ce moment sur notre site web pour ceux qui sont encore coincés sur le pont Champlain. Mais également, ce sera capturé comme podcast, balado-diffusion plus tard pour encourager vos collègues à participer à ces conversations, même si ce n'est pas aujourd'hui. One of the key functions of this is that the Federation using its power to convene to try to inspire some national conversation about issues that matters across our disciplines and across the community. So to have a rich day of the conversation right here, but also to maintain a conversation between meetings and at Congress, of course. Donc, sur ce, sans plus finir, je voudrais inviter une des grandes leaders de notre communauté à prendre la parole chez elle. La première principale et je ne sais pas le titre en français, vice-chancelière de l'Université McGill, la première francophone qui a occupé ce poste. Donc, Dr. Suzanne Forcier à prendre la parole. Merci.
Merci Jean-Marc. C'est vraiment un plaisir de vous accueillir aujourd'hui ici à McGill et à Montréal en cette belle journée de printemps montréalais. Et je dois vous dire aussi que nous sommes très, très heureux et très fiers d'avoir une de nos collègues, Antonia Maioni, qui occupe un poste de leadership au sein de votre fédération. Alors, bienvenue à tous. J'espère que vous allez passer des belles journées ici et que vous allez avoir une rencontre très productive. As you probably know, the Federation has a very special place at McGill. And similarly, McGill has a very special place in the Federation. And that goes back to our history. So a little bit of history for my colleague there. McGill was among the very first institutional members of the Federation. A person who's much admired here on our campus, Cyril James, who was a principal of McGill in the 1939 to 1962. He was the first university leader to propose that Canadian universities provide annual support to the Federation. And of course, we know that his legacy has thrived because now there are 79 university members of the Federation. So from the very beginning, I think, in this university, we realized the importance of the Federation and supported it. I find your theme very important, transformation. It is a theme that is close to my heart and also at the center of my thoughts as I start in my new role here as principal of McGill University. You know, when I was first named principal, many people asked me the usual question, what's your biggest challenge? And I think everybody expected I would say money, because of course most of you are in universities and you know that we have very significant financial constraints in our universities. But I don't think that's the biggest question. To me, the biggest question is to think about what we need to do to create a rich learning environment in our universities today. It is really reimagining in the 21st century what is the role of our universities. And this is even extremely important because we're seeing on our campuses, and I think that's a great thing, we're seeing a new generation of students who want to take an active part in their education, students who want to start using right away what they're learning in the classroom out there in the world, and students who want to be connected to their community, whether it's the local community or the global community. These are enormous questions for us to face. Of course, coming from Ottawa and from 7 years deeply into research, the research agenda, I also know that a very, very crucial question for us to ask today is how can we nurture an environment on our campuses where the tough questions are asked, where we prepare to really challenge the assumptions of the day and the paradigms of the day, that we prepare to really think of new ideas that are not necessarily the popular ideas, but ideas that we need to address. These are tough, tough questions, I think, for us university. And I think that it goes very much with your theme of transformation. Je suis convaincue que nos universités vont devoir se transformer pour vraiment réaliser leur rôle très important au XXIe siècle, un siècle où évidemment on sait tous très bien qu'on est dans l'époque de la société du savoir et que ça demande une transformation assez profonde de nos universités. These are questions that we're asking ourselves at McGill. I'm sure these are questions that you're asking yourself on your own campuses. As you probably don't know, those at McGill know, today I will be meeting with the community to talk about McGill and its future. And what I want, and I think that's what our campus wants, is a university that is open, connected, and purposeful. Open to new ideas, open to different cultures, different ways to look at the world, different ways of doing things, connected to both our local and global community, connected across the disciplines, the sectors, across the geography. A university that has a clear sense of purpose, because I sincerely believe that what we do has never mattered more. And because it has never mattered more, I think it is essential that we all see our roles and responsibilities in all of the disciplines, and that we go one step further, that we see our roles, and that's something I learned in Ottawa from the master, that we see our role shoulder to shoulder as disciplines who can work together in very creative way, in very innovative way, so that we can continue to make advances for the betterment of society. Alors, j'aimerais vous souhaiter une rencontre très fructueuse, un très bon séjour à Montréal, et n'oubliez pas de brasser la cage un petit peu, parce qu'évidemment, c'est en se confrontant, en confrontant nos idées, nos modèles, nos théories, qu'on fait un pas en avant et je sais que vous êtes très doués à faire ces pas très, très importants à l'avant. Alors, merci beaucoup d'être ici et bonne rencontre.